Right, good morning everyone. Now I've got 4 identical kits. And when I say identical, 99.9% of them are identical. There's just one thing I had to alter, and I only had 3 of instead of 4 of. So there's 4 identical kits, and these are the scrap kits, which you can use for topping up, you can use for slow stitching, if you want for just making a, like a nice book with lots of vintage laces and trims in, you've got all of those in this kit. Now this isn't all of it. I'm going to give you a freebie bag, and I mean this, a freebie bag, and it'll have buttons and pearls and beads and bits and pieces, as well as this, and that's going to be a free bag that comes with this kit. Now, it is quite a big kit. But remember, it's a scrap bag. That's what you've got to remember. So, I'm just going to delve in. Now, this isn't everything. I've just showing you a portion of it because I've still got a lot more to put in besides the freebie bag. And if your mouth's watering already just with this lot, wait till you see your kit when you get it. And it is, it's a one price. It's a £20 kit. I can't do it any cheaper than that. I've got to cover the cost of the materials in the first place. Well, I don't have to explain myself, do I? Let's just say it's a £20 kit plus shipping, 4 available, and there won't be any more like this particular one. They're all different, my kits, but if you like playing around, and I've looked online, and I have to say, I looked at a lady's website on Etsy at what she was selling and charging, just to give me an idea of the sort of things that people were after today. I looked at her sales, because you can see how many sales you have of a certain thing, and no, I'm sorry, I can't charge what they're charging for a quarter of what I'm putting in. It's silly. They're asking for so much money, and then taxes on top, and then what people don't realise is when you get paid for anything, you pay your taxes when you're doing it. Now we have to pay the taxes up front. Then when it goes through your bank account or PayPal, or in fact both, because I have both, mine goes through the PayPal. If you pay through PayPal, they take their charges for every payment they receive, because I'm using PayPal. Then I transfer it from there to the bank, and then they take their charges because I'm using a business account. So we don't get, when I sell something for £20, I don't actually get the 20 quid. The shipping is, more or less exactly what it should be. But I come out with about £18, if that, because the charges and everything, it's ridiculous. It really is. And we're just paying and paying and paying. But I don't want to harp on about that today. I'm too tired. I hardly had any sleep last night. My shoulder was hurting. So I just wanted to explain to you why some people, I know some people charge to cover all of them costs. That's fine. In the £18, in the £20 that I'm charging, because I get my items, I haggle like hell. I do. So I get them really, really inexpensively. I can afford not to go overboard charging. And I wouldn't do it anyway, because I'm not like that. Some people are out for every penny they can get. I get that. I get it. But, mind you, they don't shop like I do they? I'd like to go on one of those programmes, where they give you so much money to go spend. And I've watched a few of them. And they get like £400-500 to go buy some vintage gear and whatnot and see it, and then sell it at the auction, see if they can double the money or whatever. And 9 times out of 10, they fail. Should let me go. Because I have a bargain constantly. I barter everybody. I don't care who they are. Bartering is legal, and they can't say it. Even if you're an electrical shop, a car shop, whatever, you can barter and get the price down. If you know what you're doing. And sometimes you've got to have the gift of the gab, and I must have it. But yeah, I can bring you lots of these goodies for such a small price, because if I get it, I get what I want out of it. Might as well pass the savings on to you lot. So without further ado, should I say, I'm going to get on and we'll show what's in it. Right. Some of these are, like I say, it's a scrap one. It's filled with lots of things for you to play around with. I should call it the play kit, really, shouldn't I? I might call it the play kit. So you've got one of those. I know it's just one thing, but you never know where you might want that one thing. And there'll be more to come yet. So you've got one of those. I've not cut the end off because you can do it yourself. You know. One of those. You can trim them all down yourselves. Even just that. But look. To cut them and put them in a flower. Don't waste. I don't waste anything. Is it that way, that way, that way? So these are identical kits. Trim around it, makes a nice flower. It's that way. You know, you can cut that in half. You can make that into a, like, it looks like a heart, doesn't it? Play. We do sell this, but we sell it in like 20 inches because it is quite expensive. But you've got a few flowers on there you can take off and use somewhere. One of them. You never know where it might fit in a flower. Two of them. Look at that. A little bit of that because I want much left. Do the bottom of a tag. See? One of those. And I've done these myself. These are what I crochet. And I've just put them in for you. Oh! I didn't do it. Dropped it. Hang on. Yeah. Using that thread that I bought. The crochet thread. So you've got those. Oh, another one of applique that you can cut apart. It's quite a bit in these. And that's why I said £20. This is very vintage. Very old. But you might want to cut this bit out. You know, and salvage some of them bits. Put it on your project as a whole. Then I've put in, you've got several of these because you can't, this is vintage, original vintage lace. It's beautiful. And you know, if you're doing a flower or a ruffle on something, look at that. Don't waste. And then the cottons can be used as well. You know, so what I've done is I had 4 of them, I think, and I've just cut them into 4. Because they're nice for you to play around with. These are things you can cut out, look. Or use as is. Bit of tatting. You can individually cut these out. You see this? And you can cut these little things out. And then you can use the trim somewhere. And I've done that before. Just whatever you want to do. Oh, some of that is embroidered. It's beautiful. So there's a nice size piece of that. Oh, and that one as well. The eyelet one. Yeah, that way I think it is. No, it's that way, you nana fee, isn't it? No, I had it right first time. Cut that down the middle. Sew that, make one flower. Corners of doilies that I don't need. Look at this. How beautiful and delicate is that? You know, you can't waste these sort of things. Remember when I did them? Well, I had some spare. Shoved it in. Some more eyelet. Some fabrics. They're just spares. See? But if you're a slow stitcher or whatever, you know, these are just trimmings. Some of that. Edging. Now, I know, look, you're going, I'm not having that tiny bit. Look at this. I save these, I cut them out, and I add them to my flowers. And I had a big piece left from a big doily, and I thought, well, I'm not wasting them, I'm going to include them, because you've got to, you know, that was one of the parts of the doily. See, it's like a bunch of grapes, but you put it in a flower somewhere. Again, the edging of something. Look how delicate that is. Don't waste. We've done it. I've cut that so that you've got these for leaves. I use them for leaves. And you can shape them. They won't fray or anything. You can round them off. You don't have to have them cornered. Again, a nice doily. Apart from the fact that you can use all of this somewhere, you can cut them individually and use them in your flowers. Here's another edging. Look at that. I cut these, and you've seen me do it. I cut them and fold them like that and put them in as my flowers, or my scrap flowers. But I don't waste anything. That's a beautiful edge. Look at that. Like a fan. So yeah, you can do them anywhere. Those as well. Look at these. I put 2 of these in. Look. You've 2 of them each. So you can cut these out, cut them out. Piece of fabric. Corded fabric. I've put that one in and the big one. So if you stretch them out, you can put them, you know, like if you're doing a tag. And then you can layer them. Like that. Whatever you want to do with them. Here's these again. Now all of these can be used. You know, just cut them out and put them in your flowers. Or use that to make something else. They're just gorgeous. Put a piece of that in for you. So you can cut this. I have to work out. I think that's the right way. Yeah, no, that in. That is. So you can cut these out. So you can have that as a whole strip. That as a whole strip. Cut them individually. And put something in the middle of them. You know, it's lots of things you can do with them. Here's another one. And this is just beautiful trimming. Original vintage, you see. But they make absolutely stunning flowers. Look at that. So yeah. So that's that. And then a piece of this. It's just vintage cotton. I don't know, slow stitching or something like that. You can cut, if you just want a section there, and then put that onto your project and do some hand sewing on it, embroidery. I just put it in because I don't want to waste them. I think it's sacrilege to waste anything like that. Now I'll be back in a minute. Right, I did say I've got some more things to put in it, so I've managed to gather those together. Don't forget, I have got some bling to go in, some pearly bling, some buttons, and some little trinkets. So it's going to be a nice big, well worth 20 quid, even though it's, you know, the oddments. So I've put this in as well. Nice big chunk of that. Because, you know, it's, I don't know. Whatever you want to do with it is up to you. Now, I did have somebody buy this and say to me, Fee, what do you do with it? Well, the thing is, she didn't realise that if, I don't know if, yeah, if you take that end off, I think you have to, one way to do it. It might be that end, actually. Yeah, I think it is. So you grab that and you pull it. It becomes a tassel. Some people were just using it like that. I'm still filming, yeah. So it's really hard when you're buying a trim. I do say it's a tassel on the description. Anyway, so we've got that as well. This is the iridescent one. That is the 4mm. You've got some cording in. Some 8mm beaded trim. I've put a strip of this in as well. Look at that. That you can cut up. All of that can be cut up. So make use of what you've got. These, I'd love to see what you do with these. I put you 20, the 20 baubles. Nice ones. And 6 of those roses. And a strip of this. It's just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So, you know, that's a good 20 inches, I think. Along with all the other bits and pieces that's to go in it, I think that is quite a neat package with all your goodies. Run along and grab it. You have to go to the shop. There's 4 available. The rest will never be the same as these. Okay? So there's an awful lot there for your 20 quid. Plus all the bits you don't know about. There's some materials, you know, small pieces of material, and some bling. There's all a piece. Here we are. This, you know, like this. So you're going to get some bling like that and some off bits. Just off cuts. Oh, there's some of that now. Oh, do you know what? I might as well do that. I'll do it now while I'm here. Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to put a strip of this in. The diamante bling. You won't get much bit because this was expensive. You just peel the back off and let's do the same for the others. In these I'm on about. So I'll put them in the other bag. I've just got to cut everything. I've got to go and sort all the other 3 kits out now. Right, so hang on and we'll do this as well. It's hard knowing what's the right one to give. Oh yeah, and this is pretty, this one. Well, that's probably going to be another bit that's slightly different. Never mind. So, I'm going to just trim that. It's like the champagne colour bling. Beautiful, look at that. So that's for one kit. That's for one kit. And then this one will be the AB one. So, potluck which one you get. That's for the other 3 kits, that lot. Yeah. So, like I say, there's some buttons to go in, some more jewellery, some bits and pieces, and, you know, don't miss out, because you always have a go. Oh, and they're going in as well. Don't miss out. 20 quid. Come on. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye-bye for now.